Creating a virtual machine in Microsoft Azure is a fundamental task for cloud administrators, developers, and IT professionals. Whether you are building a test environment, deploying applications, or setting up a server, Azure makes it easy to spin up virtual machines in minutes through its user-friendly portal. Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well. I'm Manhar and welcome back to MSFT WebCast. In this video, we will walk you through the step-by-step process of creating a new virtual machine in Azure using the Azure Portal. Azure virtual machines can be created through the Azure Portal. This method provides a browser-based user interface to create VMs and their associated resources. In this video, we will use the Azure Portal to deploy a virtual machine in Azure that runs Windows Server 2025 data center. You will need an active Azure account. If you don't have one, you can sign up for a free trial account. In the first step, we need to log in to the Azure Portal. Open your preferred web browser, navigate to portal.azure.com and sign in with your Azure account. Ensure your account has sufficient privileges to create a new virtual machine. In the search bar at the top of the portal, type Virtual Machines. Under Services, select Virtual Machines. This will open the Virtual Machines page. Click on Create, then select Virtual Machine. If you have multiple subscriptions, select the subscription in which you wanted to create a virtual machine. If you have only one subscription, it will be selected automatically. Choose the resource group you want to use or create a new one on the fly. A resource group is like a container that holds related Azure resources. If this is the first time you are creating any resource in Azure, then select Create New to create a new Azure resource group. For your first VM, create a new resource group and give it a meaningful name like TestVM-RJ01. Click OK. Grouping VM related resources makes them easier to manage and delete later. Choose a unique name for your VM. For example, WS22-TestVM01. This name will be used to identify the VM within Azure. Next, select the Azure data center location where your VM will be hosted. Choose a region geographically close to you or your users for better performance and lower latency. For this example, we are hosting the VM in the East US region. For availability options for this VM, I'm going to select No Infrastructure Redundancy Required. More advanced options like availability zones or sets provide higher uptime guarantees by distributing VM instances. Security type determines the level of security features applied to our VM, tailored to our workload and compliance needs. Azure virtual machines offer three security types: Standard, Trusted Launch, and Confidential. Standard is suitable for basic workloads, while Trusted Launch provides enhanced security features like Secure Boot and Virtual TPM. Confidential VMs provide the highest level of security and confidentiality for workloads handling sensitive data. For this example, we are going to select Trusted Launch Virtual Machines. Image is the operating system template for your VM. If you have not chosen an image before, you can choose the right image from the drop-down list. You can also browse all available images for creating virtual machines, including both public and private images. You can choose various Windows Server versions or Linux distros like Ubuntu, CentOS, etc. For this example, we will select Windows Server 2022 Data Center Azure Edition. This is going to be Generation 2 virtual machine. Let's scroll down. Now next, we have the option named Azure Spot Discount. Azure Spot virtual machines offer significant cost savings by using unused Azure capacity, but they can be evicted at any time when resources are needed. They are ideal for interruptible workloads like batch jobs or development or test environments. Availability depends on factors like VM size, region, and time, and there is no SLA or high availability guarantee. At any time when Azure needs the capacity back, the Azure infrastructure will evict Azure Spot virtual machines with 30 seconds notice. You can select the checkbox as per your requirement. In this example, I'm not selecting this option. Now choose the size according to your need and budget. Azure will populate the size for you, but you can also browse all size to find one that fits your need. Note that you cannot find all virtual machine size in all the Azure regions. Review the list of VM size and select one according to your performance requirements and budget. Here we will use the standard D2S V3 VM size, which has 2 virtual CPUs and 8 GB of RAM. In the bracket, you can see the estimated monthly cost for running this VM. For selected VM size, the hibernation option is not available. Set up administrator account credentials to access the VM once it's running. First, enter the name of administrator account. Make sure that your password is at least 12 characters long and also meets the complexity requirement. With inbound port rules, you define what traffic can access your VM from the internet. This is managed by Network Security Group, which functions as a basic firewall. For Windows-based VMs, RDP with TCP port 3389 is selected by default, allowing you to connect to this VM using remote desktop. We will have a separate video covering the configuration of disk, network, monitoring and other settings for a VM. In this video, we are going to use the default settings. Leave the remaining defaults and then select the Review plus Create button. If the validation passes successfully, we are ready to create the virtual machine. If validation is failed, then review the mandatory parameters that are not defined or required. In previous video, I have applied a policy at subscription level which requires a tag on resource group, and that's why a validation is failed. Let me add tags on these resources. Let's add tag name and value. Now the validation passed successfully. Review your selections before creating the VM. If everything looks good, click the Create button to deploy a new Windows VM in Azure. It can take anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes to deploy the virtual machine. Initializing deployment. Submitting deployment. Deployment is in progress. Networking related Azure resources have been created successfully. VM creation process has been started. VM has been created successfully. When the virtual machine is successfully deployed, click the Go to Resources button to view the dashboard of our virtual machine. We will be on VM Overview page. Verify all properties of the VM, including resource group, location, VM size and family, operating system type, public IP and tags. Our Windows Server 2022 VM is now up and running in Azure. Let's connect to our virtual machine using RDP. From the Overview tab, copy the public IP address. Open the Run menu, type MSTSC and press Enter. This will launch the Remote Desktop Connection client. Paste the copied IP address and click on Connect. Enter the username and password you created for the virtual machine and then click OK. You might get a warning about certificate. Ignore the certificate warning and click Yes to connect. Wait until the RDP session is successfully established. RDP connection will be established to the VM using the public IP address. We have successfully connected to the Windows Server 2022 VM running in Azure using an RDP connection. Wait until the Server Manager dashboard is fully loaded in Windows Server 2022. You can install the required roles and services on this VM according to your needs, just like you would in an on-premises environment. If you don't want to use the VM, shut down the VM and disconnect RDP session. Let's wait for a few seconds. On Overview tab, click on Refresh. We can see the VM status. It is now stopped. Let's click on Stop. This will deallocate the VM in Azure. Let's wait for the confirmation message. Now we can see the status is changed to Stop Deallocated. When no longer needed, you can delete the resource group, virtual machine and all related resources. On the Overview page for the VM, click on Resource Group Name. At the top of the page for the resource group, select Delete Resource Group. A page will open warning you that you are about to delete resources. Type the name of the resource group and select Delete. On confirmation window, click on Delete to finish deleting the resources and the resource group. That's all for this video on how to create a new virtual machine in Azure using the Azure Portal. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on Microsoft Azure and other Microsoft related topics. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.